Good morning, you guys. Excuse me. Where did that come from? Well, this is a very odd day. Hold on a second. I gotta get through the gate. There. It's a very odd day. It is Wednesday, and I'm here at the house. Why? I'm supposed to be at work. So, this morning, we woke up to a very unfortunate scene. I let the dogs out as per usual, and those guys, that one and the other one, per usual, and yeah, we had a problem. Apparently, a critter got into the chicken coop last night. Or very, very early this morning. I'm gonna guess early this morning because the bodies were still warm. So it was kind of weird. And we lost some hens. And it's unfortunate because we just lost Gertrude to a natural death yesterday. And now this morning, usually we throw the carcasses in the field across the way. But husband put her elsewhere, which might have brought in another critter, who knows. But some of the girls survived because it was really early in the morning, and in my coop, in there, I have like 3 sets of perches, and the highest perch is like right here. It's very, very high up, and they have little steps that they can get into. They have a little lower perch, and then they have another perch, and then they have the other perch, and they all go to the very, very top perch if they can. So I'm gathering that this critter came in this hole right here, which is hard to see because of the chicken wire. I mean, because the chicken wire is fine, but there's a big hole. This piece is already pulled out. It's a rather large hole. That's a possum size hole right there. And there was a chicken right here. See, there's some like schmutz right there, some like green schmutz that I had already disposed of. So I'm gathering. It came in there, and since we don't have a shutting guillotine, I don't shut them up because this is like Fort Knox out here. I never shut the door. So I'm gathering, it came in through here, broke in, went into the coop, and there was probably a low-laying, perching hen, and it grabbed it, came out here to try to get it to leave, and couldn't get it through the hole because like half of it was through the hole. It was kind of gross. I've already disposed of all of the yuck for your viewing pleasure. So then it went back to go get another one. Well, the screen on the other side, that screen on that window was popped out. It was like in the yard. And, well, you can see from this, she didn't make it either. There's some feathers there. So that screen was popped out, and I was like, why? That is so weird. So not knowing that these two have already passed away, don't mind this, the wind blew it over. That's for the chicks for later. So it was weird that that had popped out. So as I was fixing that, first thing in the morning, it's not something you want to do at like 6 o'clock in the morning. It's still kind of dark. Hadn't had a cup of coffee. Still hadn't even woken up yet, really. Yeah, not something you want to do that early in the morning. And then I found the rest out in the yard and out here and more. So I was like, well, can't leave this here for husband to do. I mean, it's just awful. I mean, one, I get Gertrude, she had died in the coop, in her straw, just she passed away in the night. But this mess, and then patching the fence, cleaning all this stuff up, and redoing the screen inside, because now I got to put chicken wire back into the windows again. Took it down last year because we didn't have any problems with it, and I wanted more airflow because the chicken dust kept on settling between the pieces, kind of like how it does here. You know, like kind of like barns do that. You know, it's dust and cobwebs and stuff like that. So it gets between the chicken wire and it doesn't really allow airflow to go through the chicken coop. So I took it down and I never had any problems till last night. So I text messaged my boss at 6 o'clock in the morning and I'm like, can I work from home today? That way I can pick up this mess and that way, you know, I can get it cleaned up and that way husband doesn't have to do it. And I love my boss. I think she's really, really awesome. I think she's cool. She knows I'll get my work done. And thankfully right now I'm just working on a new collection that isn't going to be really presented, I guess, until December. So it's got to be done by like the end of October. So I'm working on that and a couple of other little things with some other accounts that I have that just need some tidying up, but it's not really super labor intensive right now. So it's kind of quiet. This is kind of nice. So today, this is what I got. So we have here my arsenal wire. I mean, a knife to cut said wire because my K-bar apparently is extremely dull and this works better. Gloves, wire cutters, a rubber mallet. Don't worry, husband, I won't ruin this one. And these little clippies you guys probably saw from when I fixed the fence the other day. So what am I going to use this for? Well, first I need these guys to clip off some of this so I can fix that hole. So let's do that first, and hopefully that's, I don't know what she plans. What are you doing, chicken? Don't you even think about getting out. I see what you're trying to do. Go in your coop. Such good chickens. Oh, see, the others are kind of heartbroken. There's a skunk and ugly pants. So they're way over on the other side. They're not too happy. But those ones are the ones that survived. Not all of them were dead, which is good because that's like $25 a bird. And I've lost $425 worth of birds in this little attack. So let's fix this, shall we? All right, first things first, I'm gonna cut some of this off and we are gonna patch this hole, that hole there, so no more critters can escape or can get in. There, all fixed. And chicken wire does what chicken wire does, and that'll be fun when I go typing today. Oh, good thing I'm not a diabetic. I could prick my finger and check my level. So anyway, that's all done. It's all wrapped around in there. The hole's all nice and neat. And there's always, I wrap it down and out. And this actually keeps the intruders from burrowing underneath it when they try to get through this way. So they decided to go and do it this way. They decided to go through this way, which we're gonna fix that. So there we go. Yeah, that one's all done. So I have this to keep that down because I didn't have any spiky things to hold it down. So now that the hole's fixed, so nothing's gonna get back in, what we need to do is run some of this really low through here, so in case it comes back, which it always does, and that's why I have this here in front of here, because this is super easy just to push away. So we always just kind of roll that over there as an extra deterrent, and that seems to work just fine. I don't know why, but it does. So anyway, we're gonna put a little bit of this, run it down through the back, right around the side, and connect it to the upper fence there. So I have a couple of those little pieces there that I'm gonna grab, and I think I have some other broken ones. And we're just gonna utilize these little clips here on the bottom, and I think that'll be just fine. There. All right, so now we have our electrical wire close to the ground, about where, now it could probably go up underneath it and still get into that, you know, or over it, but as it approaches, it's gonna hit this fence. It's not on yet. I might put something in front of that. I might put another one of those in front of that. That might be a good idea because it's like really far away from the other ones. Or I'll just move everything just like close. But I don't want to touch this fence because then I don't want to electrocute the whole fence. It'll ground out at the ground. Really, Mac? Are you really that distraught? Mac? Come over and say hi to everybody, would you? She says no. No. I'm just gonna hang out here. See you later. So that's Mac. She's one of my favorites, so I'm glad she didn't die. She always roosts in the top. So now I got this. I gotta go inside and turn off the fence. I'm gonna hook this up into there and then I can go to work. So that should work. And I'm gonna go out like at lunchtime. I'm gonna go out into the woods, grab a couple of trail cameras. We're gonna put up a live trap out here because said critter will return today and I want to catch him. So that's that. Everything. There's always something that happens on the farm. So anyway, I hope you guys have a great Wednesday. I gotta finish this up real quick and then I gotta go get to work. So I will see you guys next time on Summerfield Farm, and the draft horses are over there somewhere. Have a great day, guys.